Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. Today I'll be talking about CashApp stocks. I know it's halfway through 2024, but I feel like some of these stocks that I'm going to talk about, you can really use them to make you some money these next few months, these next couple months. I got a couple big ones in here. All right. So as you can see, the first bullet point that I have stated, I say usual top long terms. So what this means is the usual stocks pretty much everybody knows about. You can see I have NVIDIA there, but I didn't add Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, because we already know how consistent those stocks are. Okay, if I go to Microsoft right now, I guarantee it's it's back on that high side, right? I remember when it was down to like 400 lows, 300 highs around this time. So this usually happens a lot in Microsoft after a few months of it being high. Same with NVIDIA, same with Walmart. These stocks are pretty consistent. The bigger stocks like Apple, Microsoft, people know about them. A lot of people invest in them because they're consistent. Now that's good. That's not something bad, but you have to be more versatile, right? Day trading something like Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, I mean, you can do that, right? But if you kind of expand your options more and look at different stocks that shoot up in like 2 to 4 days consistently, right, you can make some good money. And those stocks are available on CashApp. Some of those stocks is Plug Power, Spirit, AZUL, PLCE. Let's go ahead and talk about Plug Power. Now, Plug Power is a stock that's kind of, nobody really talks about like that. It's just a little stock, right? Let's just look at this jump today. Now, this is the stuff I'll be talking about. It was at about 11:49. It was at $2.05, right? Look at that jump all the way to $2.15, right? 2.39% up in a matter of minutes. If you would have invested like $100 right here, sold it right here, right at that peak, that would have been the perfect play today, right? But in order to set up things like this, you need to be able to track what Plug Power has been doing this past week. Is it usual for Plug Power to make a big jump like this? Let's look at this past week. Oh yeah, it's usual, because on Thursday it was $1.94, ended up going up to $1.99. Okay, came back down to 95, back to 2. That's pretty consistent, right? But what does it do Tuesday 12 p.m. last week? It goes up to 11:30. Okay, 11:30 last week. That stock goes up to 215. I'm sorry, this is this week, right? So we see the consistency, right? We see how the stock is staying consistent. So we want to go back a little farther to a month. Now, this was just this week, so we track back more to a month. Now, I don't like going all the way back to a year if I want to just quick trade a stock, but you can do that. I mean, going all the way back to like December from 2023 is not going to really matter to me, because if I want to short term trade a stock, if I just want to get in and get out, I don't really care about how it is done in the long run. I just want it to be around $1.85, put my $200 in, and get out at $2.15, right? So it is pretty usual for Plug Power to do this. So now next time when I see Plug Power around $1.92 or $1.89 ish, I know I have to buy, so I can end up selling right here and getting the profit that I need, right? Same thing goes with Spirit. Same thing goes with PLCE. Now, I really want to talk about PLCE because PLCE had a great day last week. Somebody in my comment section actually brought attention to the stock, and I looked at it. I was impressed, right? Let's start off with last Thursday, $10.36, and then we go to Friday, they go all the way up to $15. Imagine people who bought like 10 shares at $10.50. That's about $51-ish, $52, whatever, right? when this stock went up, they made some decent profit, and that's well deserved. That is up from Thursday to about Friday. That is up tremendously. You do about 61 minus 11. That's like 45%. That's up tremendously. That is a good gain. But then you get a buying option again on Monday 3 p.m. It's back at 11.79. And then what happens after that? It breaks the old record of $15.04 and goes all the way up to $17.40. Now we're at $14.83. This is the time where you need to be patient with PLCE. Okay, this is where you be patient, you wait for it, and when it comes back down to like 11, 12, get back in. Because what happens when it gets down there, it tries to go back up. We see that? So it's important, and we know, and this stock is on a rise, okay? So we know that we're going to see a lot of fluctuation. So what that means is we can make a lot of money, right? So the people that are heavy risk investors, they love short term. CashApp could be a big platform for you to reward on. You can get a lot of rewards from this. $100, $20, whatever. If $20 feels like you have learned something and feels like you've got the knowledge on how to small day trade or how to make a nice small short-term investment, if that's what it feels like, that's perfect. But for that, you're going to have to start investing slightly bigger. You don't just get a $20 gain investing with $10. That's not really possible, right? So these are the stocks I would recommend. Chipotle is just, another long term. But anybody can invest in the long term. When it's low, just keep buying it. But the real skill comes, I feel like, is when you're short term trading a stock, day trading. That's where your patience comes in role. That's where your discipline. That's how you learn how to not be greedy. Like a lot of things, just come in line when you want to trade smaller stocks, because they can't make you money, right? They can make you some money, but it's just going to be how can you be disciplined enough to get in and get out, not be overconfident in your abilities. Don't feel like just because you made a $10 gain and your goal was $8 doesn't mean you go for $15 gain now, a $20 gain. That's just getting greedy, and that could hurt you in the long run. So you really have to be very careful when day trading or short trading companies like AMC, Plug Power, AZUL. AMC is one of those as well. I bought in at $4.80. That's the perfect time to buy in, but I want to sell at $5.15. So I have to wait. It's going to go back up there. It's done that before. Just got to believe it. I have a time frame of September 26th. Just keep reminding myself, okay, I just have to, stay consistent during the down days. We're just struggling right now. But I'm giving a time period of at least a month to get to 5.15,